Mrs. A, I have never seen such a small tree.
Oh, this is just a seedling, Martha, a baby tree. It will grow tall and strong, taller than you, taller than our school, and become part of our lives by giving shade and oxygen for us to breathe, fruit to eat, and watching over us as we learn.
Do we need a bigger school, Mrs. A? Or a bigger pot?
Don't worry, Stephen. This is just the first step. We will plant this tree outside in a place where it will grow best.
Teacher researchers and university researchers create new pedagogical knowledge. Teacher researchers are, however, most likely to implement this new knowledge in the classroom.
As a teacher researcher, I always remind myself that my primary role is to engage children, to learn through my teaching methods. I keep in mind that my research method is not too demanding on my teaching time. The methodology I use must be reliable. My research adopts our school district mission and follows ethical procedures. I am aware of my teacher-researcher dual role and the supports I have in the community.
As teachers, we ensure that our classes are safe places to learn. We prioritize, facilitate, monitor, and document students' learning and support students' academic and personal growth. We protect students' confidentiality, consider our personal assumptions and biases, and engage in lifelong learning.
As educators, we believe there is a continuum between research and teaching, with one informing the others and vice versa. But most importantly, as ethical teachers, we need to consider the human values and acknowledge the diversity around the world.
Teaching and research go hand in hand. While some of the teachers' and researchers' roles are very distinct, others are similar, such as obtaining permissions for particular school activities or research participation, protecting students' or participants' confidentiality, reflecting on teaching or research practices, and learning how to improve classroom practice.
When am I assessing students' knowledge and when am I researching? I think that the question is, what is the purpose of my activity? Am I doing my work alone, with colleagues, with university researchers, or with the larger community? Am I going to collect data systematically? What are my methods of data collection? Am I going to share results? If so, who is my audience? As teacher researcher, I am aware of Tri-Council policy research involving the First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples of Canada, and that taking time to establish a relationship to engage Aboriginal peoples in research can be mutually beneficial for the welfare of the collective.
Teachers are surrounded by numerous data sources: student assignments, observations, student responses, photographs, lesson plans, and even school Facebook. However, is it ethical to use these data for research purposes?
Teachers conducting research on students must ask themselves about the benefit of the research to the community, and they need to be aware of the complexity that surrounds research on students due to their diversity and to the social aspects that influence students in their home, community, and schools. We as ethical teachers and researchers need to be responsible as a member of our student community and collect the data and interpret the results while paying attention to our participants' different social worlds in their home, community, and school. In order to avoid any harm or misrepresentation to the student community, ethical teachers work hard to understand the appropriate way of informing the community about their research. For instance, some communities do not value the paper-pencil approach and give the preference to face-to-face meeting.
As a teacher, I realize the importance of keeping student information confidential. But what does confidentiality mean for me as a teacher undertaking research in my classroom? I must be a person who can be trusted so that I can gather authentic knowledge, and that knowledge may need to be protected. So I respect the cultural identification of my participants.
When collecting video data, I ensure that my students are videotaped from behind so their faces are not seen and their identities are kept confidential.
Ethical teachers act as advocates for respectful research. How? They consider the various contexts that may influence their decision to validate their research, such as the language barriers, immigrant students' various challenges, and their insider and outsider role, and may seek the help from an insider or a mediator who can facilitate and help ethical teachers on enhancing reciprocal relationship between the students and their communities.
Do you remember way back in elementary school when Mrs. A helped us plant that tree?
Sure I do. It was the smallest tree I ever saw. And look at it now.
When teaching, research, and ethics go hand in hand, the sky is the limit.